Governor Kathy Hochul says cell phones in schools are getting in the way of healthy childhood development. Speaking to education professionals in Albany today, she said that it's time for a change. Teachers shouldn't have to fight with phones for students' attention, and kids should be talking to each other instead of having their eyes glued to their phones.
When it comes to the school day, I want our kids to be kids again. I want them to talk to each other in the hallways. I want them to yell and talk to each other in the schoolyard. I want them to communicate during lunchtime.
And to adults who worry about being able to communicate with kids during an emergency, Hochul says law enforcement has told her it's worse for them to be on their phones than listening to the teacher who's been trained to get them to safety.
Students showed up to extra security at Flushing High School in Queens early this morning. Yesterday, cops confiscated 2 guns at the school. One of 3 incidents at city schools involving guns, including a student who was shot as he left school on Staten Island. It comes at a time when kids should be focused on books, not bullets. So where are all of these guns coming from? And what changes are schools doing now to try to keep your students safe? Here's Eyewitness News reporter Reagan Medji.
Flushing High School took a proactive approach this morning, adding scanners inside the building after 2 students were found carrying guns yesterday. A long line of Flushing High School students extending down the block, and NYPD officers on hand.
Guys, make sure you take everything out of your pockets, put everything inside your book bag. If you have a belt, take your belt off.
As students must enter through scanners after a 17-year-old got into a scuffle with a school safety agent around lunchtime yesterday. The student and his 15-year-old friend were both searched, and that is when the school safety agent found both students carrying a gun. Students and this parent react to the school adding scanners this morning.
It's necessary to change the policies. I don't know, but more police in the schools for really, it's everything there is similar problems, not have control.
How do you feel that you're coming to school and you have to walk through the scanners after what happened yesterday?
Well, I don't feel like really comfortable, but I do feel comfortable knowing that there's scanners so that, you know, we could be safe.
It's ridiculous. Like that's come to school and there's a threat in the school, but I feel like everything was handled very well.
Every big school's having scanners, right? So like they should have had it already. I kind of want to go to another high school.
This is one of 3 incidents that happened yesterday involving guns at New York City schools. On Staten Island, a 17-year-old was shot in the left leg as he was leaving Curtis High School. Police believe the shooting stemmed from a school-related dispute. The boy in stable condition. The shooter took off. In the Bronx, a 16-year-old student entered Lehman High School with this, what police determined to be an imitation plastic firearm. And back here at Flushing High School, the 15-year-old and the 17-year-old who were found carrying guns yesterday are expected to be charged as juveniles. In Flushing, Queens, Reagan Medji, Channel 7 Eyewitness News.
Coming up on Eyewitness News at noon, the NYPD announces plans to keep world leaders safe next week during the UN General Assembly.
Also a wild story out of Connecticut. A judge shot and killed inside his courthouse chamber. The charges a local deputy is now facing.
And the family of a Texas man killed in a helicopter crash over the East River was just awarded a record amount of money.
There is so much at stake in this election.
And to vote, you need to be registered. Go to abc7newyork.com/vote2024.
Everything you need to know about different ways and places to register and registration deadlines.
Your voice matters, so register today.